How do you say no to 39? Or should I say, how do you say no to Jimmy Carter?
Loyalty, honor, peace, and justice. These are just a few descriptions that describe former President Jimmy Carter. But here in Plains, Georgia, is one thing in particular that he will always be remembered for: his faith.
Construction guys put steel in concrete, the rebar in concrete, right? So it can hold the concrete and it can be a little stronger. His faith is the rebar in his walk, without a doubt.
James Loudon, pastor at Maranatha Baptist Church, was one of many that was considered within a nationwide search to become the pastor at the home church of former President Jimmy Carter. Loudon was shocked he was even considered. He received a voicemail from the man he said he admired most.
I just want to tell you how much we appreciated you coming yesterday and how we enjoyed your sermon. And as you know already, the church has asked you going to ask you to come and be our interim pastor. And if you like Plains and we like you, we'd like you to come and be with us. We look forward to it. Thank you very much for coming. It's Jimmy Carter. Bye-bye.
So next thing I know, they asked me, we would like to see if you would like to be our interim pastor. We don't have a pastor.
Carter saw the level of faith in Loudon and asked him to lead the flock at the Maranatha Baptist Church. Loudon knew this was a calling, and according to his beliefs, he was chosen by a higher being.
And so right away I sat up on the bed. I'm like, well, surely President Carter can get anybody he wants. You must have a nationwide search. And they said, we do.
Still, Loudon became the first African-American pastor at the church. The very thought of former president and all of the things he had done for the goodness of his belief in people all across the globe strengthens Loudon's faith every day.
You fall down, hit your head, get 14 stitches, and a half an hour later you're on a plane going to Nashville to build 21 homes. Some of us get a toothache or a splinter in our finger. We ain't even going to church.
President Jimmy Carter was a pivotal pillar within his community, his church, across the nation, and across the globe.
Our world, our country is looking for servant leaders who are pure from the heart, who's going to tell the truth and stand up for those who can't stand up for themselves.
Former President Jimmy Carter was a walking example of a true man of faith.
The last time he taught Sunday school, we had 18,000 viewers on Facebook. And people say, I'm watching from Australia. I'm watching from Korea, Canada, Washington. Please, please, please keep this going, because they want to hear the man.
From the well-being of people to the strength of his belief, President Carter knew what his purpose was as a man of faith. So choosing Pastor Loudon, a black man, to lead the flock of saints within Plains, Georgia, was all a part of his purpose, despite the past of what was.
We live in a state that have rich history, but he's showing that we don't have to be bound by our history, and that we don't have to use the history to hold us back. We know where we've been. We should be excited about where we're going.